Nothing quite like watching the Googans send her on into the beach, just like some of the things we'll witness in this episode of Googans of the Week. I mean, sending her onto the beach is pretty bad, but sending her into another boat's even worse. And then I guess the worst of all is being that Googan that can't even figure out how to send her. And then you get those Googans who kind of do the worst of all the worlds. They don't send her hard enough to get her onto the beach, yet they send her too hard that she winds up like this. And then of course there are those Googans that ignore the no-wake zone and wind up swamping you like this. Now these Googans decide to get the heck out of the way before the boat does get fully sent. As you can tell, it's not just your everyday boater who likes to get out there and send her. Even those pro mariners from time to time like to get out there and give her the old full send. But of course, those pro mariners, after they send her a little too hard, do have to deal with the ramifications. Now, of course, after a while, the fish will watch the Googans send it real hard and decide, you know what, if the Googans can get out here, lay on that throttle and send the boat, we can get up in the air and we can send her right onto the boat. Now, at least in this scenario, I have to imagine the full send was not engaged. I gotta imagine that somebody left a plug in somewhere they weren't supposed to leave a plug, or possibly forgot to put a plug in somewhere where there should have been one. And I'm not gonna lie, this one winds up shocking me a little bit. This crew decides to go with the old manual dewatering method, just using an old bucket and some human power to go ahead and just keep scooping and get that water out. When I initially watched this, I thought, no way, not gonna work, this thing is sunk. But this crew proved me wrong and reminds you why you probably should keep a bucket on your boat. Speaking of dewatering, well, in this case scenario, it might be more like de-icing when a heavy snowstorm hit this marina and wound up collapsing the marina onto the boat, and now several boats probably need some dewatering.
Yeah, well, at least the nice thing about this is this piece right here didn't collapse what we're under. I heard there was 6 boats that were in jeopardy of sinking. Ooh, that's probably one of them. Dang, this is sad. This is so sad. It's like a nightmare. That's my dream boat right there. Yeah.
It's like 2 months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta save up some more money. The boat I'm living on. Huh? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I looked at a 46 Roamer a couple of years ago, and then I broke my wrist right before I went to buy it. So, yeah. Oh, yep, I see it. hear a bilge alarm. Was there?
Look at how this is.
Yeah, the whole thing is cocked sideways. That flybridge is completely flattened. I've been looking at these lately. I love those boats. Was there a boat in this slip?
That one, not here.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen any missing.
Yeah, I heard from people that they were. Yeah, it's still there. I heard from people there was boats sinking. You know, no one really knows. It's just, it's really hard to say. There's a fender at the bottom. Was there a boat in here or no? Yeah, I don't see any. Yes, sir. Ooh. Yeah, she's gonna need tow. Whoa, look at that finger.
Probably, I hope it's not total, but it might be.
I'm not sure. It looks like your railings are toast. It doesn't look like it might be taken on water. I'm not entirely sure. It could just be pinned in place right now.
I went on board. I didn't see any water.
Yeah, well then it might not be taken on water, but it's definitely gonna need towed.
Yeah.
Something's cracking and popping down there.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's so sad, man. So sad. Here, mind if I take a walk down here real quick? Oh, yeah, I wouldn't. You know, at this point, it's probably safer just not to. Oh, that houseboat sunk. That boat sunk.
Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Googans of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening out on your waterways, be sure to hit us up at Broncos Guru at Facebook or Instagram and let us know when you might see your stories over here, just like Anna Burke, RTR Clamar, and Caleb Bellin did this week. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.